A lot of times people just think of this, this ether of, senior living. You also have what's called skilled nursing, which is, the nursing homes, right? So a lot of times people have in their mind, that's what senior living looks like, right? Very institutional hospital beds, and that's not what senior living looks like. So what I do is I help families decide, what is the best course for them. Should they go to independent living? Should they go to assisted living? Do they need memory care, or if they get to a certain point where they can't take it, they can't bear weight, then skilled nursing is actually the right option for them. So I help provide those options. I lay it out. I tell them, the differences in the cost so that they can make the best informed decision. Oftentimes, I'm not working directly with the senior themselves. I'm working with their adult children. They're trying to get by in their daily lives, the same day-to-day that we're all dealing with. So then you throw in this extra task of, trying to decide what's the best fit for their loved one. Plus there's also an emotional guilt that oftentimes goes with it. I can't believe I'm going to be putting my parents in a home, right? So they're worried about making the wrong decision. So as we walk them through the process, they realize it's not what they thought it was. It's not that negative connotation that often comes with a nursing home, right? They go see a senior living, assisted living community. And we actually call them the cruise ships of the land. They have 3 meals a day, they have activities, there's nonstop stuff. And a lot of times my clients, once they get into the community, they'll tell you like, wow, why did I do this 5 years ago, right? Why am I doing maintenance on my house? Why am I, paying taxes? Why do I have to do all this stuff? So that's where I come in. I help match up what might be a right fit based upon the level of care they need, the location that they're looking for, or their financial situation. So in addition to helping people find assisted living, I also work with home care, home health care. I work with real estate agents such as Mike. I work with elder care attorneys such as Elizabeth. So I try financial planners. So it's not just assisted living communities. I try to be a one-stop resource for any kind of senior care need that they might have. So I may not necessarily place a client into senior living. My goal is to help the seniors, to help their families, and Mike has the same goals, which is why we make a great partnership. Mike's goal is to make sure that seniors get the care that they need, right? Which is also one of mine. He understands the seniors, he understands their needs. Working with Mike, he is able to, he comes in, he does an assessment, he's able to provide them with the information they need so they can make the best decision possible. He works with them closely because he understands the seniors' needs. He makes sure that the sales go through, no transactions. Because a lot of that, even though they may have purchased a home earlier in their lives, as you get older, it can be a little more overwhelming. Things change, and Mike really does help our clients as they go through that process. It is never too early to begin looking at senior living options. I always like to tell my clients, a failure to plan is a plan for failure, right? So they may not need it now, they may not need it for another 6 months, 12 months, but you need to know what's out there, right? So if you have the time, if you have the luxury to start looking, you don't know what's going to happen in 6 months and 12 months. There may be a medical emergency where you're going to need to find something really quickly. So you don't want to start the search from scratch. You want to have a good idea in your mind of this is where we want to be. Because my wife and I and my mother-in-law went through this with my wife's grandmother, we understand how frustrating it can be, right? We were at that point where like, what do we do? Where do we start? So that's the benefit of working with a senior care advisor such as myself. There is no cost for our services. Our goal is to provide guidance, provide direction, serve the seniors in the community, serve their families. We're able to make that transition a lot easier for them. Just give us a call. You can contact me directly on my cell, 321-948-7979, or you can go to our website. That's allorl.com.